Hello! Hello YouTube! I'm back. I'm gonna drink a glass of water because I want to kind of talk about something that I don't think a lot of people talk about, which is anxiety. Something I do want to talk about is kind of, being anxious when you graduate from college and, that transition period and that being in the unknown and being in the midst of the transition and trying to figure out what your life is going to be as an adult. How different it is, and in September when you don't go back to school, what that's like, and then being the youngest of your coworkers most likely, and you're around coworkers who are already established, they already have relationships, they already they're married or they're engaged and they have babies, and they know kind of what their life is like. And a part of me, I love being young. Believe me, I do. I love it, and I don't want to be old at all until it's my time to be old. But a part of me just wants to fast forward to when I'm 40 to just see what my husband will look like, and if I'll have kids, and what they'll look like, and what is my life going to be like, just so I can enjoy the process of getting there and not worry so much about it. And then I also want to see, what my career is like. Will it flourish like I hope it will, or is it just kind of or will I, be a stay-at-home mom? I mean, who knows? I have these ideas and perceptions of what my life is going to be like in the future, and then, I also know that I've also changed my mind. So I'm kind of also curious and excited to see where things go. I originally started this channel to document my millennial experience, and I want to kind of share it with you guys to just see if anyone else is going through what I'm going through. And I know there are, because I just know I'm not the only one. And I would love to hear you guys' stories of, whether you're unemployed or you're in an internship, or you had your first day of work right out of college. I would love to hear about that. Or if you haven't and you're still in college, are you worried about anything? And I think that it's important for people to know that even if you feel like you're alone in your feelings, you're not. I mean, I definitely thought I was alone in my feelings, and then I just opened up to my friends. I have had some friends that have gotten anxiety after graduation, and it's clinical, and I can totally see where they're coming from, and I don't think that that's rare. I think that's increasing, and I feel if there is a place where we can just kind of talk about our reservations about the future, or things that we're excited about, I think that's great. Hopefully we can have this nice online community, just uplifting each other. And I know it sounds so kumbaya and corny, but I think we could all use a bit of I think we could all use a little bit of a TLC when it comes to our futures and how everything is undetermined. I mean, I know for myself, I've spent the past over 20 years of my life being a student. That was my identity, and as of December 2013 that was no longer the case, and then quickly within a few months became a teacher, and now I'm a yuppie or a professional, young urban professional. So it's just kind of I'm flailing around trying to figure out what my next steps are in the world, as a young adult. And it's a lot, because I feel society is basically just okay, as a student, you follow these rules. There's a guideline, there's a syllabus, there are classroom rules. You follow those, you'll get A's. Everything is defined, everything is, everything makes sense. There's logic, there's a path. And then as soon as you graduate college, it's there's no longer logic, really. It's just kind of, the world is like a jungle gym. And at the same time, it's exciting. I think it's exciting because, the world is yours. You can basically choose what you want to do. Of course, things are left up to chance and all that other stuff. That's a whole completely different story. But for the most part, you're young and you can figure out what your passions are and what you're dedicated to, and then you can go forth and do them, which I think is great. But at the same time, it's also scary, because it's you have so many people talking to you, and you have so many people just giving suggestions and telling you what you should and what you shouldn't do, and you have your dreams, and then if you're surrounded by people who think your dreams are stupid, then that doesn't make you feel good. But if you're fortunate enough to be surrounded by people who are, you know, really supportive of my dreams, like that is a great place to be, especially at this age. So I don't know, it's, you know, it's a really scary thought, but it's also exhilarating and exciting, and I'm choosing to look at this time in my life as something that is, you know, exhilarating and exciting, and there's freedom in being able to chart the life that you want for yourself, which I think is amazing. So again, I'm trying to be true to myself and, you know, work hard and meet people, and because I'm so interested in other people's stories. I think that's fascinating. And, you know, I just love stuff like that. I just love meeting people and talking to people. And it also gives me hope because there are so many people who are doing so many different things, who have come from so many different backgrounds, that, you know, that's inspiring. So I am really excited about what's going to come next. I'm also scared, but I also feel like I would not be a human being if I wasn't a little bit, you know, scared about what's to come, especially when everything is, you know, basically life as I know it is kind of, it's changed. You know, there's no path, there's no trajectory, you know. Like as a freshman, I knew that the next year I would be a sophomore. When I was a sophomore, I knew the next year I'd be a junior. When I was a junior, I knew the next year I'd be a senior. And now it's like, hey. So I want to give you a couple of suggestions that have worked for me and that have worked for a couple of my friends as well. I was a psych major, but I'm not a psychologist, so just putting that up front. The first one would be to talk about your feelings. So, you know, share your feelings with people that you trust, that you know won't tell everyone, and with people that you know have your back and that really care about you. The second is to journal and write. The third is exercise. Endorphins are a godsend. And I think the fourth would be to find your passions, and after work, or if you're unemployed, kind of just devote yourself to exploring your passions. So if you're interested in dance, take dance classes. Or if you can't take dance classes because they cost money and you might not have that much money, start researching dance and the history of dance and learning new techniques through YouTube or something like that. You know, just be true to who you are. Take time to meditate. That is important, and figure out who you are as a person and what you want from life. And my battery's about to die, so I'm gonna go. But thank you guys so much for watching this, and please leave comments below about, you know, if you're worried about the future or if you're not, and ways that you cope with being a millennial and anxiety and the future and possibilities. And I hope you guys have a great day. Bye. Whew. I should probably put the AC in my window. I get central AC. Oh goodness. I'm gonna drink the rest of this. Is this on? Oh! Hello. Make Darth Vader noises. I think I'm gonna record this actually. Making Darth Vader noises. I am your father. So weird. Should probably delete that. Okay. Still hot. This reminds me of the Wendy Williams Diva Fan. Wait, guys, this is great. Diva Fan. I am the strangest person alive. Oh my goodness. And like the hottest. Is this what having hot flashes is like? I don't want to grow old. But I actually don't though. Seems depressing.